Tonight's headlines: Kampung Datu to be rebuilt as Sarawak's largest traditional village. Sarawak identifies 10 river basins to generate hydropower. Nia National Park in final stages of selection as UNESCO World Heritage Site. Premier of Sarawak Enlivens Dato Sri Fatimah's open house. Dato Abdullah Saidol visits open house of the Army Eastern Field Commander. Racial harmony, political stability in Sarawak comes naturally. Good evening. Kampung Datu in Cebu will be redeveloped naturally to become Sarawak's largest traditional village. According to the Premier of Sarawak, Dato Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato Abang Openg, the village will be restored but will also see some form of redevelopment at the same time. In addition to modernizing this village, he said the cultural characteristics of Kampung Datu and its surroundings will be continued to be preserved.
Ciri-ciri ini adalah menggambarkan budaya yang sudah pewarisan kita pegangkan di Kampung Datu. Bermakna kita ada boulevard daripada Masjid An-Nur terus ke tebingan sungai dan dibangun kampung-kampung, rumah-rumah yang moden. Kalau Dago Hana boleh dibuat, saya yakin Kampung Datuk Sibo pun boleh dibuat.
He said this at the Cebu Division Hari Raya Aidilfitri Open House celebrations at University of Technology Sarawak UTS, Cebu on Saturday. In the meantime, Dato Patinggi Abang Zohari also stated that the banks of the Igan River will be restored and incorporate interesting features.
Yang satu lagi ialah ini akan memberikan laluan bagi kita memodernkan prasarana yang ada di kampung asal Cebu. Dan kampung ini pula akan kita hubungkan dengan Kemunyang dengan jalan raya yang baru panjangnya 15 kilometer. Bermakna daripada Kemunyang ia pergi ke Tekuk hingga ke UTS ini dan menghubung kepada Kampung Datu. Bermakna Kampung Datu diperbesarkan hingga ke Punyang.
Among the goals of the establishment of the village is to create unity, understanding, respect, and strengthen friendly relations between the original residents of Kampung Datu. At the same time, it becomes a liaison representative or mediator between residents and government, private and developer institutions regarding residents' problems. The Sarawak government, through the Sarawak Ministry of Utilities and Telecommunications, MUTS, has identified 10 river basins which are suitable to generate hydropower. Its minister, Dato Sri Julai Hinarawi, said that the river basins that have been identified will be developed using the latest technology to make them as a source of hydropower.
Whereby kita akan gunakan teknologi baru, pendekatan baru untuk membangunkan hydropower kita menggunakan river flow dan kita telah mengenal pasti 10 river basin untuk dibangunkan dan 3 telah menulis surat kepada kerajaan Sarawak untuk dibangunkan cascading power source.
He said that when met by the media during the Aidilfitri open house at his residence in Kuching on Sunday. Dato Sri Julahi added that his ministry will conduct discussions with district officers and leaders at the grassroots level on ways to involve local residents in this project.
So I think yang kita perlu lakukan sekarang ialah kita buat engagement dengan masyarakat tempatan, the ministry and ECB working closely with resident and district office and local representative to discuss on local participation. So maknanya local communities boleh participate dalam pembangunan cascading power source plus the investors, but Sarawak Energy will always take the lead, because the distribution and transmission system are owned and operated by Sarawak Energy.
The addition of this hydropower is in line with the vision of the Premier of Sarawak to produce 10 gigawatts of energy by 2030. Nia National Park in Miri is currently in the final stages of selection to be recognized as a World Heritage Site under the United National Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO. According to Deputy Minister of Urban Planning, Land Administration and Environment and Dato Lentalif Saleh, this step will connect Sarawak directly to historical and heritage communities around the world.
Sudah mencalonkan Taman Negara Nia sebagai UNESCO World Heritage, dan kita sudah sampai ke fasa yang terakhir di Paris yang merupakan langkah yang kedua akhir lah. Yang final one adalah pemilihan di New Delhi pada bulan Julai yang akan datang. Di Paris ini merupakan satu daripada preliminary meeting untuk Executive Committee yang terdiri daripada 50 negara UNESCO, dan di New Delhi nanti merupakan pemilihan yang terakhir yang melibatkan lebih kurang 50 pencalonan seluruh dunia untuk disenaraikan di bawah UNESCO World Heritage ini. Dan mengikut apa yang telah kita buat pada setakat ini, insyaAllah kita tidak dapat membuat jaminan, tapi insyaAllah mengikut perkembangan yang telah kita lihat dan juga tindakan-tindakan yang kita ambil untuk memudahkan pencalonan ini, bermakna jalannya cerahlah untuk kita mendapat pengiktirafan dunia dalam niat ini nanti, insyaAllah.
He said this to reporters when met at the Identifies open house at his residence in Demak Baru on Saturday. The Nia National Park, which is located 110 kilometers from the Miri city, is an area of human settlement more than 40,000 years ago. This was proven by the discovery of Paleolithic and Neolithic cemeteries and wall paintings in caves in the area. Sarawak Premier Dato Patinggi Abang Zohari Tun Openg and his wife Puan Sri Dato Amar Jumaani Tun Tuanku Bujang graced the Identifies open house of the Minister of Women, Early Childhood and Community Welfare Development of Sarawak, Dato Sri Fatimah Abdullah, on Sunday. The arrival of the Sarawak Premier and his wife at 11:15 a.m. was welcomed by Dato Sri Fatimah and her family. Also present was Deputy Minister of Utility and Telecommunications, Utility, Dato Abdul Rahman Junaidi and his wife. Earlier on, the Premier attended the open house of Batang Lupar Member Parliament, Dato Sri Rohani Abdul Karim. In the evening, Dato Patinggi Abang Zohari attended the open house of the Speaker of Sarawak State Legislative Assembly, Tan Sri Dato Amar Muhammad Asfia Awang Nasar. Deputy Minister of the Premier's Department, Corporate Affairs, Information and UKAS, Dato Abdullah Saidol enlivened the Hari Raya open house organized by the Commander of the Army Eastern Field, Lieutenant General Dato Muhammad Sofi Muhammad Lepi. This was celebrated together with members of the Malaysian Army at the official residence of the Eastern Field Commander at Jalan Taman Budaya Kuching on Saturday. Also gracing the open house were Sarawak Deputy State Secretary Administration, Dato Baklan Bangi, Commander of the Malaysian Armed Forces 1st Division Infantry, Major General Dato Muhammad Fazli Khamis, Commander of the 9th Infantry Brigade of Malaysia, Brigadier General Ahmad Nurzaini Badrun, Director of Sarawak Fire and Rescue Department, Dato Kiruddin Rahman Husaini, Director of the Islamic Development Department of Malaysia, Jakim Sarawak, Hamdan Jari'i, Director of Tabung Haji Sarawak, Ahmad Kasim Pait, as well as other distinguished guests. Dato Muhammad Sofi expressed his appreciation to all invited guests for coming together to enliven the Identifies celebration this year. Racial harmony and political stability, which makes the core of unity, comes naturally to Sarawakians in the state. Speaker of the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly, Tan Sri Dato Amar Muhammad Asfia Awang Nasar, said that the harmony resulting from unity among the people of Sarawak is a privilege for the state.
Definitely, as usual. We are Sarawakians. our bondage, our bondage, our relationship transcends religious and racial barrier. This is the difference with Sarawak. Yeah. The relationship transcends racial and religious barrier. Yeah. Even if you hit your opponent, you don't kill. That is Sarawak. That's why it's so successful. That's why the racial harmony, the political stability come naturally. Macam semula jadi harmoni di antara suku kaum dan kestabilan politik itu secara berterusan dan bersinambungan.
Thank you.
He said this during his 2024 Ideal Fitri celebration and open house at Dun Petrajaya on Sunday. Meanwhile, the ceremony was also graced with the presence of the Governor of Sarawak, Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jafar, and his wife, Topuan Fauzia Muhammad Sanusi. Also present was Sarawak Premier Dato Patinggi Abang Zohari and wife Sri Dato Amar Jumaani and other ministers, deputy ministers, and other Dun assemblymen. And that's the English edition with me, Amanda. More news can be found in our official portal, ukas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. Ending today's bulletin with a display of the Cebu Division Hari Raya Ideal Fitri celebrations at the University of Technology Sarawak in Cebu. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.